All right, so today we're going to talk about Ilia Topuria, the undefeated El Matador featherweight champion. This man is forgetting about the featherweight division. He has got his sights set firmly on the lightweight. He wants Islam Makhachev. He wants Charles Oliveira. Apparently, he's vacating the belt as well. And they've all been going back and forth. Islam's chiming in. Charles is chiming in. There's a lot of people talking a lot of shit. A lot of things are being said, and I'm going to break it all down for you. Also, there's been a couple of announcements for UFC London. Now, I saw a story today, a tweet, and it was from an account that generally posted a little bit of BS. It said that Ilia Topuria has vacated the featherweight strap and that Diego Lopes and Alexander Volkanovski will be fighting for the vacant featherweight belt in Sydney, Australia. As I say, I don't know if that's true. It's probably bullshit. But the only reason I kind of saw it and gave it a little bit of credence is because all that Ilia Topuria is talking about is moving up a weight class, and he's pissing off Islam Makhachev. Islam Makhachev came out and said, listen, if Topuria continues in the same spirit, he may play himself out. Something may happen. So far, I have not seen anyone cross any personal boundaries, so far, nothing like that has happened. He needs to focus on his weight class and defending his belt at least once.
I don't want to give him chance, I need second belt. They fight for what? For me, it's nothing. Just his name. I don't need his name. I need the belt.
As we know, Topuria has styled himself on Conor McGregor, and they've got a lot in common, okay? Undefeated in the UFC featherweight division. Shot to stardom. Knocked everybody out, apart from one person, of course. That was Josh Emmett, and that was Max Holloway. Everyone else got slept. The confidence from Ilia Topuria has been through the roof, just like Conor McGregor. There's even similarities in the tattoos and like the way that they warm up and stuff like that. This is what people say online. I think Ilia Topuria is doing his own thing, but you can draw some parallels, okay?
Virtually identical.
Also, Conor never defended the featherweight strap, and it looks like, or it seems like, or maybe he's trying to do the same thing. Move up to lightweight, forget about featherweight because he's been there, done it, got the t-shirt. But he doesn't. There's still some people to beat. Of course, Diego Lopes, the aforementioned man. I sat next to him Saturday night at UFC 310. I asked him what was going on. He had no idea. Granted, English isn't his first language, so he's probably like, ¿Qué? Por favor, mi no comprende, right? Anyway, so that's what Islam Makhachev has had to say. But Ilia Topuria has been talking about a lot of people, and here is what he said about them all.
Conor McGregor.
Fake fighter.
Sean O'Malley.
Crybaby.
Islam Makhachev.
Street fighter.
Volkanovski.
The Great.
Max Holloway.
A good example of bounce back.
Charles Oliveira.
The Lion.
Charles Oliveira, the Lion. Sean O'Malley, fake fighter. Islam Makhachev is a street fighter? That's crazy because Islam Makhachev is one of the most technical guys in all of the sport. That's why he's one of the greatest, if not the pound for pound best fighter on the planet. Don't start with all your bullshit in the comment section. John Jones, Alex Pereira, Islam Makhachev. These are subjective thoughts, okay? So don't start with all of that shit. But when he was asked about Charles Oliveira, he said, this man is a lion. And that's the person that he wants to fight next. All right, this video is brought to you by Chomps. That is correct. The all-natural, the absolutely delicious, zero sugar. I love Chomps for a variety of reasons. Number one, they taste absolutely delicious. Let me just get one out of the bag. I'm telling you, these things are great. If you are on a diet like me, which I am, because I've seen you in the comment section, oh, Bisping's put a few pounds on. You're right. Well, I haven't been to the gym as much lately because I'm dealing with the neck issue. Oh my God. Let me tell you, they are delicious. And Chomps is Whole30 approved, certified gluten-free, allergy-friendly, 10 to 12 grams of high-quality protein stacked, into every single bar. And let me tell you, comes in jalapeno, comes in natural beef, comes in a variety of flavors. And I was already aware of Chomps because Ellie Bisping, my daughter, she will only eat good quality ingredients. Delicious, let me tell you. She'll only eat good stuff. She won't have any of these antibiotics or hormones or anything like that. She's a little bit off the deep end with it, but she does like the Chomps. She loves the Chomps. We already had them in the kitchen. And if you're looking for a snack on the go, if you go into the gym, if you want to be keto and zero sugar, then Chomps is the way to go. I'm telling you, want to drop a few pounds? Snack on Chomps. Got a busy day? Snack on Chomps. Going to the gym, but you don't want to carry around the protein shaker and a mixer and all the rest of it? Chomps, simple as that. That's all you need. 10 to 12 grams of protein, 0 sugar. And the best part is, as I say, these things taste absolutely delicious. So if you're looking for a healthy snack, and I suggest you do that, if you want to rid all the hormones and antibiotics and all that nonsense out of your diet, I suggest you do that. Then you got to try Chomps. Whatever you were looking for, jalapeno, the original beef, a variety of flavors. These things taste absolutely fantastic. If you tried them, let me know in the comments section which one you prefer. And if you want to know more, then go to chomps.com. By the way, you can find these bad boys in over 20,000 stores. Now, go away because I'm going to eat the rest of this. So Charles Oliveira, do Bronx, by the way, the most submissions, the most finishes, the most bonuses, and one of the most exciting fighters in all the sport. He said this about Ilia Topuria.
Ilia is a tough fighter, someone who talks the talk and walks the walk. He's doing things, and I can see why he would want to challenge people, and he would be obviously a tough fight. And I think that what happens is a lot of fighters, whenever they get a belt and they have that belt wrapped around their waist, they start thinking up and down in the divisions, and you want to challenge things. But I think you have to be very careful when you're coming up to lightweight, because this is a very tough division.
This is a very tough division, and it is. It's one of the toughest in all the sports, okay? But let's just rewind a little second here, because Charles Oliveira, yes, one of the most exciting, yes, the former lightweight champion of the world, but a man that operated most of his career in the featherweight division, and a man that went up and down, beaten by Ricardo Lamas, Anthony Pettis, Paul Felder. Of course, had great wins as well, but then he moved up to the 155 division and went on an absolute tear. Kevin Lee, Tony Ferguson, Michael Chandler, Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, and loses the belt to the aforementioned Islam Makhachev. So what is going to happen here? Well, Charles Oliveira just beat Michael Chandler, so he needs a fight. Ilia Topuria, there's no talk of him fighting anytime soon, so maybe Charles Oliveira is the guy. Maybe that's what he's going to do. Go up there, fight the #1 contender, get through Charles Oliveira, and then go on to fight the champion. Now, of course, the championship fight is going down in January. Arman Tsarukyan taking on Islam Makhachev. Now, Arman, he's wanted this fight for a long time.
I was 22 years old. Now I'm 27. So, guys, I got improved, and now next fight is going to be a different one. I'm going to knock him out. That's it.
The first fight that he had with Islam Makhachev, he took him to a decision. He was very competitive. He lost that decision, but he also took that fight on short notice. And by the way, he just beat Charles Oliveira as well. So a very, very capable fighter. Some of the best grappling, ridiculous conditioning, and brimming with confidence. And Arman Tsarukyan did an interview this week, and he said, if or when he beats Islam Makhachev, he doesn't think there will be an immediate rematch because it's going to be Ramadan. So you never know. If Ilia Topuria does fight Charles Oliveira, beats Charles Oliveira, we could see him trying to become a 2-weight division champion and following again further in the footsteps of Conor McGregor. So anyway, let me know what you think about all of that stuff. Now I'm going to move on because UFC London, that's going down in March. I will be there, and a few more fights have been announced. Now, I thought last week when Ian Garry lost to Shavkat Rakhmonov, if he'd have won, he would have fought for the belt. But he didn't. He lost. He did well. He showed up. He took him to a decision, but he lost the fight. I thought the perfect matchup would be the one and only Leon Rocky Edwards. Do a main event in London. UK versus Ireland. There's bad blood there going back hundreds of years, okay? The fight sells itself. Leon's an exciting striker. So is Ian Garry. It's a fan-friendly matchup, although it is two counter-strikers as well when you look at their styles, even though they're strikers. But Ian Garry threw a bucket of water all over those flames and said, no, I'm not going out to England. I'm not fighting anywhere else other than Dublin. He just lost the fight. You don't really get to call the shots, but I do appreciate what he's saying. He just wants to fight in his home country, which of course we all do. So if you listen to Ian Garry, it's not going to be Ian Garry. Who else could it be? There's a lot of rumours floating around out there that it might be Sean Brady. And granted, I'm going off Twitter. I'm scrolling Twitter this morning, having my coffee before my morning workout. My neck is improving a little bit, so I'm getting a bit of bicep and chest action in. Micro improvements, but still, I'm feeling better. Anyway, before I just went and smashed out a hell of a workout, I did see apparently Sean Brady versus Leon Edwards. Again, take that with a pinch of salt because it might be BS, total bullshit. Probably is.
This is #1 bullshit.
But if it is Sean Brady, that's a nightmare for Leon Edwards because he just fought Belal Muhammad and now he's going to go up against Sean Brady, if that is indeed the case. But we do have some confirmed matchups. The former light heavyweight champion of the world, Jan Blachowicz, he is returning and he will take on one of the better strikers in the light heavyweight division. I am, of course, talking about Carlos Ulberg. He was just competing 2 weeks ago in China. He got the win over Volkan Oezdemir. He's on a 7-fight win streak. Now he's beating great people, and Volkan Oezdemir, a former title challenger, by far the best win of his career, and he's fighting Jan Blachowicz. You got to think that that is a #1 contender matchup. You got to think Yuri Prohaska versus Jamal Hill is a #1 contender matchup. Or should I say Jamal Hill? Okay, Jamal Hill, because he's turning into a bit of a heel. But you do you, brother. Keep doing that, because if people are going to talk shit, embrace the shit. Embrace the negativity. Use it to your advantage. Get them to tune in to see you get knocked out. Go and beat your opponents, win the title, and then do a whole turnabout. That's what I did. Anyway, so there's a lot going on there. Also, the undefeated Mick Parkin from the northwest of England, 10-0, undefeated, getting a tough test against the experienced veteran Marcin Tybura, 26-9. As I say, his toughest test yet. So far, we've got Jan Blachowicz versus Carlos Ulberg. We've got Marcin Tybura versus Mick Parkin. There's probably going to be some other sensational bouts announced. Leon Edwards is the main event, but who's it going to be? Is it going to be Sean Brady? Is it? Because if I'm Leon Edwards, it's not that I'm scared of him. Far from it. The man was a champion, defended the belt against wrestlers like Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington, who, by the way, Colby's in action this weekend. I'm jumping on a plane in the morning, so you will see me there. Also on the card, you got to think Paddy the Baddy Pimblett will be returning when he choked out the king, Bobby Green, in the first round. What a beautiful display of jiu-jitsu that was. And I'm seeing, again, another rumour. I do apologise, but the rumoured fight, Benoit Saint-Denis, straight out of Paris, straight out of getting defeated by Moni Moicano. Okay, and it was a vicious beatdown, but still, Moicano is on fire right now.
Moicano wants money!
I'm seeing nothing official that Paddy the Baddy will be taking on Benoit Saint-Denis. And I think that is a tremendous fight. Now, speaking of Ilia Topuria, just for a second, we know that Paddy the Baddy calls Ilia Topuria the water boy and thinks that he'll beat him and all the rest of it. And the story about Ilia Topuria coming up to 155, well, Paddy the Baddy is loving this. I'm looking at a post right here, championship rounds. Paddy Pimblett reacts to Ilia Topuria saying that he's moving up to lightweight. New blood at 155, and there's a picture of him looking very, very happy, smiling his head off and saying as if he would welcome him to the division. Just saying. I won't underestimate Paddy after what he did last time, but just be careful with Ilia Topuria. The man is a monster. But anyway, Leon Edwards is just going from preparing for a grappler like Belal Muhammad to then again preparing to a grappler. I did a video on this recently, so I won't bore you with the details, but it is tedious preparing for somebody that just wants to take you down. That's why I thought the Ian Gary shout out was the one that would be made. Anyway, the big news here, Ilia Topuria seems to have abandoned featherweight, even though he has got some other competition. The prime person is, of course, Diego Lopes. If he was to beat Diego Lopes, he would have beaten Max Holloway, Alexander Volkanovski, all the other people beforehand, and of course the hot contender right now, the man of the moment, the new star, the new kid on the block, Diego Lopes. Then I would say go up to lightweight. Do it. Achieve your dreams. Become a 2-weight division champion. Set the world on fire and make millions of dollars. But he does have still a little bit of work to do. But hey, guess what? If he wants to fight Charles Oliveira and then fight whoever the champion is, and by the way, in the comment section, who wins that? Arman Sarukin versus Islam Makhachev. Who do you think takes that? That's an interesting one. And do you think that Ilia Topuria gets the winner? Anyway, I got to go. I haven't even got to watch on, but I'm looking. I've got to watch on. But thank you for watching. I appreciate the support on the channel. I'm going to be back with videos every day, as I said. The neck, look at this. I can move it. It's getting a little, ever so slightly bit better. Thank you for watching. I'm going to eat some chomps on my way for a haircut right now because I look like I need a haircut. So I'm going to have some chomps. I'm going to get on the way, and I'll see you soon. Subscribe and ring the bell. Leave a comment, please, because it helps the algorithm and all that good stuff. And I'll see you soon.